The new moon in Taurus is bringing a new level of abundance. With House of Chiron, and I am here to make the language of astrology digestible and accessible for all. So, I am not only a professional astrologer, but I am a Reiki master and a mental health professional. So, if you are new to my channel, now you know who I am, you know who I be, and what I do. Also, since you're here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you will not miss a beat and you won't miss anything that I upload, like videos like this, which come out every 2 weeks. Also, when we have special transits, I do individual videos for that. So you do not want to miss any of that stuff. Okay. Now, if you are returning, welcome home, welcome back, all that good stuff. I hope the last 2 weeks have been helpful in serving and loving, and you are feeling the Venus and Cancer vibes, and you are getting your rest. Okay. So, with that said, let's get into this video. By the time you are watching this, Mercury's retrograde will be done and we will be in the shadow phase. Venus has recently entered into Cancer, so we are feeling all the love and vibes of being at home and cooking and baking, eating and sleeping, and just, decorating our homes and all that good stuff. Okay. Now, we're going to be covering the energy for May 16th until the end of the month. So basically until May 31st. All right. And starting off on May 16th, we have Jupiter entering into Taurus. Okay. So with Jupiter moving into Taurus, I'm going to have a full video on this and it should be floating somewhere above here. So just, click on that right now or after you watch Galactic Gossip, but it goes into more detail. Okay. Now, Jupiter is the planet of abundance, okay? And this is why in my previous video, I said Taurus energy is going to be the main character for the month of May. But also, they're going to be experiencing a lot of expansion and growth and opportunities coming their way for the next year coming up, because from May 16th of 2023 until May 25th of 2024, Jupiter is going to be transiting the sign of Taurus. Okay, now this has not happened for the last 12 years or so. Jupiter takes about a year to go through each sign, so it hasn't been in the sign of Taurus for 12 years. So if you can think back to about 12 years ago, give or take, what has occurred for you, because it takes about 12 to 13 months for Jupiter to move through one sign. So what occurred to you 12 years ago that you are revisiting or expanding or seeing a broader perspective of? Okay. Now, like I said, Jupiter is the planet of abundance and growth and optimism, but it's also about long distance journeys and travels. It's about higher education and knowledge and consciousness. It's also about your beliefs, your belief systems, spirituality on the level of consciousness, right? So when it moves into the sign of Taurus, right? Taurus is very grounded. It's very stable and secure. It doesn't necessarily like change. And with Uranus being here in the sign of Taurus, a lot of the fixed placements, especially Taurus, they have been going through a lot, right? So we have the lunar nodes that are in Taurus and Scorpio until July. And then we have Uranus that's in Taurus. We've been at this time, like for the last 2.5 years, we had Saturn in Aquarius and it was squaring the fixed signs and opposing Leo. So a lot of energy with the fixed signs. So this is going to be adding a little bit of support to the fixed signs, right? So Jupiter moving into Taurus is still going to be making an opposition to Scorpio. It'll be making a square to the Aquarius energy, and it'll be making a square also to the Leo energy. But squares do not operate the same when they are in square to Jupiter. It can overinflate things. It can bring an overabundance of things. It can over exaggerate things, but it does not operate in the way of like how a square to Saturn would operate or a square to Mars would operate, right? So kind of keep that in mind. Now, it's in the sign of Taurus, and Taurus is earth themes, right? So that's finances, it's relationships, your possessions. It has a lot to do with, your values and the things that you own, your self-worth also. So This transit is going to be great for financial abundance. It's going to be great for agriculture. We're going to see some truth, right? Because Jupiter rules the truth. So we're going to see the truth about the financial system, the truth about the agricultural system, the truth about housing, because Taurus is also about, housing as well. So these things are going to be coming out. We're also going to be seeing a lot of, different changes, opportunities, and abundance happening, especially for Taurus placements because it's in your sign, but mostly for like the fixed signs, because fixed signs really been going through hell. Let's just be honest. I'm a fixed rising. And my north node is in Taurus, my south node is in Scorpio. So I'm just saying, year and a half, even like the last 3 years, it's been intense. Blessings in between, right? But still a lot of intensity, a lot of changes going on. So during this transit, it's going to be making quite a few aspects and some things, but one of the ones that's important is when it comes into conjunction with Uranus, that's going to bring in some expansion and some major changes when it comes to, finances. You may come into like a large windfall, depending on your sign, depending on your individual chart. But we can see some changes and things happening with the financial structure. We may also see some changes in things or some expansion of, the agriculture here, but also just opportunities coming about. So keep that in mind. Valuing things that are more grounded, practical, and foundational. That is going to be something that comes up during the next year of this transit. And also the Venus placements will have more recognition, right? So Taurus is ruled by Venus. So the Venus placements will have more recognition. So look for that energy. Where's Venus in your chart and all that kind of stuff. And the different aspects with Taurus, as well as the Libra energy. Although Libra is a cardinal sign, if you have like a Venus there in Libra, still very Venus ruled. So that area of your chart is going to be affected as well. So those Venus placements, more recognition, more acknowledgement, and also more opportunities. So if you want to know more, I dive deeper into this in my Jupiter and Taurus video. So watch it. I go into like history and all that kind of stuff. The last time it happened, what happened in the world, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Now, we also have just really briefly, Jupiter, once it enters into Taurus, is going to immediately square Pluto. And so that Jupiter square might bring up like a crisis of something in order to achieve some type of abundance or to get some type of attraction or opportunity to come in, right? So there might be tension with attracting abundance and what is required to get that, right? That might come up. Being shown the work and the transformations that are required to achieve the abundance, whether it's financial or otherwise. Also showing how much power that we truly have in order to get what we desire. It just requires trust in ourselves and releasing fears. And so this might be amplifying those fears and amplifying like the power struggles. It might be like this form of, or this sense of crisis that happens anywhere from the 16th, 17th onward. So Jupiter will be squaring Pluto for quite some time. And yeah, so keep that in mind. All right, now let's talk about this new moon. All right, so the new moon happens at 28 degrees Taurus on May 19th. And this is beautiful energy. It's a really great energy for manifesting. We are out of eclipse season, so we're done with that energy. It's a good time to start setting your intentions and manifesting and doing all your things. And so what a wonderful way to start with this new moon in Taurus. So we have Jupiter there in Taurus. At this time, we still have the sun in Taurus. We have the North Node is still in Taurus, and we have Uranus in Taurus. So, not specifically like this is not an eclipse. So it's still occurring in the same sign as the node. So it's still kind of giving that forward momentum and push that we're still getting from the nodes being in Taurus and Scorpio. But it's also, like I said, it's here with Jupiter, North Node, Uranus, also Mercury. I forgot Mercury. Mercury is still retrograde in Taurus. No, it's not retrograde. It's done with the retrograde, but Mercury is still in Taurus. It's in the shadow phase. So wonderful time to set intentions, to move forward with the pleasures of life. It's perfect for starting something foundational in your life. The Jupiter energy is really providing that expansion and that abundance towards the opportunities that we're seeking to obtain. The North Node being here is showing and pushing us towards like the way forward, giving us the path, right? And then Uranus is here. And Uranus is all about, eccentric things and innovation and surprises and shocks and whatnot. So it's going to bring radical changes and also something that's going to promote freedom. So this could be some major turn of event that also occurs. Now, keep in mind, Mercury is here, although it's not retrograde, it's showing us the plans that we need to take in order to make things happen for us. So clearly writing out your intentions, writing it down, using that Mercury energy to, set your intentions, whether you're thinking it, you're visualizing it, you're writing it out or you're speaking it, because Mercury is communication. This is all going to be beneficial with this new moon. This is really great energy that's working for us, right? Working for us to get to where we're trying to go. Now, take advantage of this energy by joining us. Yes, the House of Chiron community. Join us for the evening of the new moon, where I will tell you exactly where this new moon is happening in your chart. I will tell you the best intentions to set for your current timing and all those things. So we'll be setting our intentions together, because we know when things happen in numbers, great things happen, right? So join us, go ahead and sign up. The link is in the description box. And also, when you sign up, you receive a ebook. So you receive the free worksheet. It's really not an ebook, excuse me. So it's a worksheet, and it just kind of helps you understand your chart. So you'll get the entire wheel. You'll get an area to write down all of your placements. It gives you instructions on how to obtain your chart and all of that. Okay, so go ahead and sign up. Description box below. And I'll see you on the 19th, okay, at 6 p.m. It's a virtual event, so don't be late. All right, now, moving forward, the last bit, no, I have one more thing to say. So Mars enters into Leo the next day on May the 20th until July 10th. So Mars will be in the sign of Leo for about 6 weeks. And so Mars has been in Cancer, my Mars return, right? Might have been feeling really tender to touch, right? On some things, and kind of protective of things that you care about, that brings you safety and comfort and security. And there may have been some movement, some quick things, some things picking up in the area that Cancer rules in your chart. Okay. So now it's moving on to Leo. So that area of your chart, the Leo ruled sector of your chart, is going to increase in speed. It's going to start picking up. There's going to be a lot of activity going on. And there also might be some elimination of things, right? Because Mars has the ability to cut things out, right? So very bold, dramatic way of getting things done in Mars and Leo. We're going to be initiating creative projects, dabbling into hobbies, spending time and energy with our children, if that is applicable to you. The Leo ruled area of our chart, like I said, it's going to pick up speed. We are going to have so much energy with this transit, okay? Because Leo is very bold, it's vibrant, it's our vitality, and Mars is our energy, it's our source that we get, the ability to do things, right? So we might even see that we have like performative ways of doing things, right? So it just might be a whole on theatrical experience while Mars is in Leo. Leo is very bold and regal, and it's just going to help us with initiating whatever that Leo ruled area of our chart is. It's going to help us with getting that done, out there, and in motion. Okay. So then we have the sun entering into Gemini. Okay. So the sun moves into Gemini, and this is the start of my season. Yes. Gemini season is here. I'm going to pack my luggage with all my many personalities, and I will see you all soon. So May 21st until June 21st, we have Gemini season. The sun moves into Gemini, and my birthday is June 11th, just throwing it out there. So we're going to be focused on being extroverted and social, right? Very Gemini. Get out there, move around, get in them streets. We are outside, okay? We outside this summer, okay? It is my season, but yes, it's Gemini season, and yeah, it is going to be the gift of giving for me, but also happy solar return to all the other Geminis, my Gemini fam. And like this season is going to really help us with embracing the summer, right? So we're going to be moving into the summer after Gemini season. It's the last sign of the spring, and Gemini is all about relating to other people and relating to the environment and also relating to ourselves. So that's what our focus is going to be on. Also, maybe education, learning something new, picking up a new skill or trade, maybe doing some short distance trips, going on some road trips with our friends, or going to visit our siblings or things like that. Also, it's a wonderful time for writing and just being active in general. Okay. So that is all that I have for the energy for the last couple of weeks. Okay. Now we're going to get into these readings. But before we get into these readings for all 12 signs, I would like to first get these announcements out the way. Okay. So, like I previously mentioned, join us on the 19th for the Taurus New Moon intention setting ceremony, where we all come together in community. It's a virtual event at 6 p.m. Central Time, where we talk about our personal experience, what we're going through, what we are experiencing at that time with the transits. I give insight on the transits. We do a collective astrology dice roll, and then I do readings for all 12 signs, and let you know like what are the best intentions to be setting based on your cycle and your timing and all that kind of stuff. It's like having your own personal astrologer to help you build your life moving forward. Okay. You don't want to miss it. Description box is below. Also, get your free ebook. Navigate yourself on over to my website and you can download the free ebook. It has all of like the cheat sheet. That's what it is. It's a cheat sheet of astrology terms and lingo. So it's basically like the language that you need. It's very basic, very beginner, but very detailed and very helpful. Okay. So you'll know about all the signs, what they mean, what the rulership is, the houses, the planets. I even put the asteroids in there, like the major asteroids, all the things. Okay. So if you get that ebook, and it's free, and you sign up for the new moon ceremony, you get an ebook and a workbook. Use them together. It's very helpful. Okay, just throwing it out there. Also, what do I have? I have a major announcement coming up in about a week, so I'm not going to say it right now. I'm going to wait. Yeah, I'm going to wait. So there is a major announcement coming up. And I think that's it. Is that the only announcements that I have? I think so. So let's just get into these readings. So before we get into these readings, just want to remind you, make sure you are listening for your sun, moon, and rising signs. Okay, your rising is going to be the most accurate reading for your sign. It is more literal for what's going on currently in your life. Your sun sign is secondary. It relates to your focus, your goals, maybe even your career development, your career path, things like that. And then last but not least will be your moon sign. It is subjective. It is your internal world. It may be associated with your emotions, but also your home, family life, and your current living situations. Okay. Listen to all three for a well-rounded view of all the energy coming for you. Okay. Now, let's start off with Aries, sun, moon, and rising. This Taurus new moon is going to be in your second house. So that's the house that rules finances, relationships, values, your possessions, income that you make for yourself. So this is a new beginning surrounding and new streams of income coming in for you. Okay. All right. Now for Taurus, sun, moon, and rising, this Taurus new moon is happening in your sign. So it's directly affecting you. This is a new beginning for you, Taurus, where you're going to be showing up completely different. There's new opportunities, new things coming for you. And you're just going to be different. You're going to show up different. You're going to be initiating things different. You're more confident. You're more, in your body, so to speak. You might even start rebranding yourself in a different way or just being completely new. All things new coming for you. All right. So for Gemini, sun, moon, and rising, this Taurus new moon is happening in your 12th house. So this has a lot to do with your spiritual life right now. So new beginnings towards spirituality, creativity, creative projects, healing, mental health is going to be a focus for the next 6 months to a year of this energy. And you're just going to be expanding on that, expanding on your creative projects and things, just healing, maybe even developing a new skill that can help you or help others heal. Okay. And so for Cancer, sun, moon, and rising, this Taurus new moon is happening in your 11th house. And this is the house of friendships. This is also the house of networking opportunities and large organizations. This is the house that rules your hopes and wishes, your vision, your overall, outlook for your life that you want and desire. So you might be meeting new people, you might be having new experiences, you might be starting a new journey when it comes to your vision for your life, and like developing new hopes and wishes, like getting a new vision. Okay. So for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, this Taurus New Moon is happening in your 10th house. This is the house of your career, your public image, and your responsibility to the world, also your social status. So you could be embarking on a new way of work, like a new career. Also just showing up new. There might be a new cycle where you are getting new fame, new recognition, things like that. And it could be career driven, or it just could be public, however, public front, your public image. Your social status also could be shifting as well. So that can happen through marriage, that can happen through economic status, or however. Okay. So for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, this Taurus New Moon is happening in your 9th house. And so this is the house of long distance journeys. This is higher education. This is like traveling. This is also, your consciousness and your beliefs. So you could be embarking on a new path when it comes to education, when it comes to traveling, when it comes to developing a new belief, a new philosophy, things of that nature, and also just developing a new vision for your life. Okay, and so for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising, this Taurus New Moon is happening in your 8th house. And this is the house that represents things that you merge and share with other people. So this could be your partner's money. This could be money that you get from outside resources like work, doing goods and services, or receiving goods for services, or something like that. This is also about debts and things. So you might be acquiring new loans or new debts or things like that, like for a home, or something along those lines. It doesn't necessarily have to be bad, but it could be that, you're getting into debt because you are buying something that is going to be beneficial. This is also about residual income. This is the house of residual income. So this could be that you are embarking on getting new streams of income through, residual things. Could be like a passive income that you are, getting, or through work, a new line of work. Okay. So for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising, this Taurus New Moon is happening in your 7th house. So this has a lot to do with the relationship. This is about commitments. Now, it could be intimate. It could also be business partnerships, things of that nature, contracts, commitments. So you could be embarking on a new relationship, however it is, whether it's intimate or platonic, or even business, however. But this is definitely like new commitments that are forming from now over to the next year. Okay, so for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, this Taurus New Moon is happening in your 6th house, and this is the house of work and routines and your health. This is about your daily habits and whatnot. So new ways of focusing on your health. You could be picking up a new diet. You could be focusing on health situations and just kind of tackling it in a new way. Maybe even new work, getting new employees, getting even a new job. That can also be a possibility, because 6th house is the house of work. Okay, and so for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising, this Taurus New Moon is happening in your 5th house of children, romance, fun, joy, and hobbies, creative projects, and creative self-expression. So you could just really be tapping into having more fun and experience with your children, or even just a new romantic relationship could be forming at this time. You just really getting into creative projects or expressing yourself in a new way that you haven't done so in the past. Okay. Now for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, this Taurus New Moon is happening in your 4th house of home and family, real estate, the mother archetype, the feminine influences, also, real estate and your foundation. So maybe you are becoming a new mother, or you're buying a new home, or you're going to be embarking on a new level or a new phase in your relationship with your mother, or with influential women that are in your life. Okay, maybe even just developing some type of newness in your home, whether it's remodeling or buying new furniture or something like that. Okay, and last but not least, we have Pisces. This Taurus New Moon is happening in your 3rd house, and this is the house that represents small business. This is skills and trades, like education. This is also your environment. This is about your vehicles, your transportation. This could be trips, like you're taking road trips and things like that, like city to city kind of energy. But also like education and skills and small business and communication. So this could be that you are embarking on a new way of communicating, a new way of expressing yourself, starting a new business. You could be getting into school, learning a new skill or trade. maybe having a new connection with your siblings, or connecting, like communicating with them in a different way. This is all high possibilities. Okay. So that is all that I have for you for the rest of May. I will see you all in June, but of course I'll see you all, throughout the month on here, with the other videos and whatnot. But hit me in the comments if any of this resonates. I'd like to chat with y'all and talk to y'all. Also, make sure you hit the description box for the free cheat sheet ebook. Also, sign up for the new moon intention setting ceremony that happens on the 19th. Make sure you are also signed up for my newsletter. That's where I give all the tea. Okay, that's where you want to be. And what else do I have? I think that's it. So like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Do your thing and whatnot. And I will be connecting with you all in June, my birthday month. Don't forget.